Hello, hello. Welcome to the Tamaya Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. Thank you so much to everybody. We love the feedback. We love the encouragement. So many people are watching and tuning in. Thank you to the over 1,000 people who have added us. I think it's at 1.2 or 1.3 now. That's a lot considering we started off with 0. So thank you to everybody for following, for subscribing, for liking it. Today we're going to be talking about trauma. It's important. I want to go into what the show is really about, what it's for, who it's for, and what it's about. So questions and feedback I've been getting from the show are, what is your show about? Who is it for? And what would you say your show is about? I like those questions because I like where they're coming from. They're coming from people who are watching. Thank you for watching. So what we're talking about is people who've experienced trauma in all forms, not just this and that, everything, even abuse. If you've been neglected, if you've been abandoned, if you've been hurt, if it's bigger, if it's not just the normal, this is who my show is for. People who are outside of the box. You may think that, oh no, nobody understands what I experienced or what happened to me. No, I'm actually talking to those people who say, this is something I can't talk about. Abuse, torment, torture for people who are survivors. You made a way to say, okay, it wasn't perfect. I'm not happy, but I'm still here. If you're still here, if you're finding a way to make it better, yes, trying to disarm myself and say, I want to tell you guys stories. What are the stories? Just letting you know where I've been, you know what I mean? Sticking to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I understand this. Left, right, up, down, all around. But I'm talking to people specifically who have said, okay, I didn't recover. I am destroyed. It does hurt and I'm not happy, but I'll try. Okay, that's who I'm talking to. That's my core audience, right? People who feel outcasted, people who feel broken, people who feel unprotected largely, people who feel largely on the defense, for the introverts, right? For people who say, you know what I mean? I have to lie because I don't feel safe. That's who the channel's for. You don't have to lie and pretend you fit in the box if you don't fit in the box. I think when you advocate for people who are different, who say, you know what, I came from a different experience. I was born in a different environment. I had to do different things to survive. It's really just survival. So sometimes you have to just survive for a long time until you can start living. Right. So I probably felt like I had to survive for like 17, 18, 19 years. And then I started living, and then you start living and you're like, okay, cool. But then you still have some of those behaviors from survival mode. So today's episode is just talking about the channel. What is the channel? Who are you? What is this? What are you advocating for? What are you trying to say? What do we need to know? The main thing you need to know is you can recover. It is not easy. You do need to communicate with people. Hey, I'm a little different. I've had a little bit different experience than you, and I need a little bit more time and maybe just a tad bit more help. Other than that, everything's the same. We're on the same page. We're great. We're friends and everything's cool. But I just need a little bit more time and a little bit more patience in certain areas. If that's you, if you need more time and you need more patience and you need people to understand, I didn't have a cookie cutter mold of a upbringing. I didn't have a cookie cutter mold of a family. So I put it together. And with that, I tried to make a show that I believe is going to help people believe, wow, you're on there being honest, you're being real, you're being open, we're watching. Good. Well, good. I want you to watch. I just want my audience to feel comfortable. People have asked me questions, a couple of the questions that have come up, and I need to address it in a different episode, but I'll say it now. One question is, how are you and how is your family now post the show? My family is the same. It's bad. It's in shambles, and it's completely destroyed. I think with everything, if you watch those other episodes, and I want to encourage people, if you really want to be a part of the show, you need to go back and watch some of those. My family destroyed my body. You need to watch those episodes, because I'm talking about, there's two types of people, the groomers and the groomed. I am the groomed. So I know how to accept abuse. I know how to accept neglect. I know how to accept betrayal. I know how to accept lies, and I know how to accept jealousy effortlessly. It's fine. But what happens happens is you accept that for extended periods of time, and you end up at the wrong conclusion, and now there's no one to blame. There is someone to blame. There is someone to blame. It's the devil. He came up with a bad plan and everybody got hurt by it. So I want to let people know there is life after that. So is your show supposed to be encouraging? It's supposed to be real. Encouragement is situational. How do you feel? Did it make you feel like you should get up and overcome, or did it make you feel, well, I need to sit back and reflect? I think we're on the right path to it, but we still need a little bit more help. That's why I'm trying to do a show. It's like, I think I'm getting close, but ignoring it isn't the answer. I think what we have to do is really talk about it. Talk about the plan. Talk about who we are. Talk about how it affected us, our friends, our family, our community. From a lot of people, specifically men, they're like, I want to know, do you feel it helped you or hurt you overall? Good question. I say help overall. Hurt, of course, because this is detrimental and damaging in every way, shape, and form. But what it helps you create is an individual mindset that makes you realize, okay, I'm out here by myself, and it's me against the world. That comes from being a victim, because you realize I'm either going to make it or I'm not. It's either going to work or it's not. I hate that some people do have that survival mindset, but sometimes that survival mindset is why you're great. It's why you're awesome, why people love you, why kids run up to you, why dogs come and want to talk to you and touch you. It's because you're great. You have the light, because you carry your own energy. You give energy. I don't take energy. I'm giving it away. That means I got my light back. That means I got my power back. So when you're able to realize, wow, yes, even though that was the biggest tragedy in my life, nothing's bigger, and it destroyed my thinking and my very soul and broke me in half. But I can find a little bit of light at the end of that tunnel and say, at least I'm tougher. At least I'm stronger. At least I'm wiser. At least I hope that never happens to anybody else. Hopefully it ended with me, because I was terrible. But that's the truth. If you can say to yourself, finally, okay, it was so horrible that I hope it doesn't happen to anybody else, because it's ridiculous. Good. Clap it up for yourself, because now you understand. Yes, you may have been groomed to think you're this way, you're sexual, you don't want to be in a relationship, you would never want to be married. No, sometimes that happens because you get confused. Sometimes you just need to take a break and realize there's two types of people, groomed and groomers. You are the groomed. If you were the groomed and you didn't put it in the right box, what's the right box? The right box is this. It happened. I'm not proud of it, but I had to do that to survive. I had to compartmentalize and put that there. That was that. If that's you, and I've talked to a lot of people who've come up to me. No, you haven't. Yes, I have. Over 16 people have said, I like that episode. Why? Because it's happened to you. It's okay. So the answer is this. If it's happened and you say, I'm past it, I don't do that anymore, I'm married, I'm happily married, I got my kids, I got my family, then that's good. But if you're one of those people who's going back and forth with it, I'm not sure, I am a little confused, I don't know, that's good, because now that's why we have a show. I want to just encourage people. First of all, number one, you survived. It's like persecuting the survivors again and again and again and again. You've already been a victim. When does the victory come? The victory comes when you decide, do what you want to do. They weren't there. They didn't help you. They don't care. So be you. Whatever it is, whatever was said. Hey, okay, you know what? I feel like I want to go this way in my relationships. I want to be single. I want to get married. Whatever you want to do, you deserve it because you earned it. So I just want to thank my audience. The show is for survivors. The show is for trauma victims. The show is for people who are hurt. The show is definitely for people who took on everything by themselves. They stayed accountable and they didn't tell anybody, and they let everybody know, hey, I can handle it. And you couldn't. You broke down 1,000,000 times, but you still stay strong. That's actually who the show is for. People who are overcomers, people who are winners, people who are still trying to figure it out. I just hope everybody continues to watch, continues to support. We got a lot of things it's going to come full circle, talking about trauma, talking about abuse, talking about character flaws, talking about integrity, things that we all need to work on, because considering your start and you didn't get a fair start, who knows how the end is going to be. Thank you.
We gon' talk about it. Tamaya. We gon' talk about it. Tamaya gon' talk. Tamaya gon' talk about it. We gon' talk. Tamaya gon' talk about it. We gon' talk about it. Tamaya gon' talk about it. We gon' talk. Tamaya gon' talk about it. We gon' talk.